Whatever happened to the good old days of smoking a little bit of grass, huffing some paint, and getting freaky in the mud, using all sorts of twigs.
What's up, guys? We're on. We're
Feeling good.
We're on and we're live. And we're going and we're rocking. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Pacific Xperience episode 4. This is episode 4. And this is also my buddy Austin, Sir Austin.
Excited. Hello. I'm here.
And along with my pal, Sir Swilldabeast.
It's the Swilldabeast. How you doing?
Also known as the guest who we interviewed in the hallucinogen and psychedelic topic that we had posted.
I'm glad to be back.
It's good to have you back. It's good to have both you guys here. Oh my gosh. It's there's been a lot. I feel like a lot's happened in the time since we've sat down, had a brew, and caught up. Well, the good thing is we're not drinking milk this time, and we actually are drinking beer. We have what are you guys drinking?
The champagne of beers, High Life.
I got almond milk.
Almond milk.
Yeah, I'm trying to go vegan.
Okay.
On the health
Do you want to tell us about that? Why?
I don't know, the carbonated beers was just too many calories. I had to go on something lighter. Trying a little difference. Heard you can get faded off of it.
Why are you trying to avoid calories?
Doc said it'd be a good idea.
Who?
The doc.
The doc?
Yeah.
Oh. Should I avoid calories?
It's these advertisements, man.
Should I?
If you want to, can't hurt.
Why would you?
I don't know. I'm asking you guys.
Calories are the fun guy at the party, man.
Well,
if you want to stable your fun in a nice little corner patch, don't drink calories, don't eat calories, don't do anything with calories. But if you want to expand your waistband and expand your lifestyle, you just get on the calorie train. Yeah, it is way too common. I'd rather have a 6-pack of beer than an actual 6-pack. Because those people are obsessive. You gotta sit there and you gotta count your rice and the proteins in grams, and I shouldn't have to weigh out my food when I eat it. I like the placebo effect of whenever I buy from the grocery store, even if it's really terrible GMO material, if I cook it, in my brain I cooked it, so it's healthier.
Touche.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Dude,
I like where you're going with that. That's good logic.
Yeah. Maybe people need to do it more.
So I had 3 grains of rice today. My most intake I can have is 5, so I can only have 2 more grains of rice. When and where is that going to be?
I got another 12 hours of physical work too, so really gonna have to parcel it out. Yeah, it's obsessive, dude.
So, I was meaning to tell you this, Wendy. We were, Old Fest was taking me home the other night, and guess who we ran into at the Arletta store?
No.
Mitten.
No.
We ran into Mystery Cheeks.
What was
Deer legs.
What was Mitten doing?
Oh boy.
What was he doing?
I don't know what he was doing in that part of town, man. We were just like, we rolled up, we're like, oh dude, that's Mitten. He goes, no way. So we roll up on him, and he's just sitting there chilling. He had a couple monsters. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing, man? And he was like, oh, I'm just meeting out my buddy, you know.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, holy shit. I haven't seen him for a solid, probably 4 or 5 months. And
Yeah.
it looked like he was doing okay. I was glad to see him. I was like, man, hit me up sometime, man.
Yeah.
Go grab a drink.
I feel like that's how it always goes, man, when I run into people. We were just talking about this.
Yeah, how they just sort of disappear and then show up.
Well, when you run into people that you know, or that you used to know, pretty well, or even fairly well, you run into them in your hometown, you both go about as if you've never known As if you've never known each other before, you know, like, oh yes, thank you for this transaction, and yep.
I bid you farewell, dilly dilly.
Yeah. You guys have the chip reader? Okay.
There's always
Thank you, you too.
There's always like this inkling to create some long line of conversation regarding like, what have you been up to? Where, I mean, I feel if you wanted somebody to know about your life, they're already in that life.
They know.
How do you speed up somebody on 6 years or almost 10 years you've been out of high school that you meet at a gas station, picking up a 6-pack, getting high.
They're like, how you doing, man? It's like, sit down if you want to know.
Exactly. Take a seat.
Fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah. What mood are you in? What part do you want to hear about? Like,
hope you brought some food. And that purple bag of Doritos that I fucking love.
Speaking of, do you have $5? Oh shit!
Did you grab a pack of Newports?
Man, has that happened to you guys yet? Hey, have you guys ran into a bro who's like tried mooching off you? Has that happened to you guys yet?
Dude, I was in Parkland.
Who you didn't expect to mooch off you, and it, like an awkward time. I don't mean like you guys are intentionally hanging out together, and he's like, "Hey man, can you spot me on lunch?" Not like that. I mean like
just a random gooner that's just like, "Oh hey man, you know, it's a rough patch right now."
Yeah, but it's
you
someone,
got any change?
You know. Yeah, but it's someone you know.
Like someone you know. Well, okay. What do you define? No, someone that you know and used to hang out
I've
with,
had two
or
really
someone that
awkward
you
ones.
just
Someone
know.
who you wouldn't think would be in that position.
I had one from somebody I worked with at Xperience, and he was homeless in Seattle and was telling me how he had gotten addicted to heroin.
Oh,
nice.
Methadone.
That's fucked.
Was begging for a change. And then the other one is at the tap room, and people are really drunk, and shoot, what was his fucking name? He was somebody I had in like White Soul's fucking senior civics class, whatever, where you learn about politics. I can't remember his name, but he was drunk, and I remember his face, and he remembered mine, and he goes, "Hey, dude, can you like give me a deal on some balls deep cases?" And that's always the classic thing, like, "Can you give me free beer?"
Yeah.
Pretty common. I'm just blunt, just like, no.
Oh, so for those of you that are listening, we have a brewery over here, Seven Seas, and one of their beer names is Balls Deep.
And it's the bet. Well, Balls Deep is all right, but yeah, go on.
So yeah, when he says, yo, you know, can you get me a deal on a case of Balls Deep? He's not actually thinking, hey, can you know, pack my fudge or anything like that.
I like that. That is a good clarification. I agree with that.
He's actually wanting some boo-boo juice, you know?
Yeah.
You know,
that's probably what happens though. You pound as many balls deep and you just go bang the nastiest fucking bra of the night that you can find because you don't care because
that's how we do it up here now.
It's got you by your sack and it's squeezing them testes purple and you're just raging for a release. Happens all the goddamn time. Wake up with a terrible hangover being like, oh no, not this again.
So I was at work and
Did something just happen, Austin?
Oh no, I don't have to drink that beer to know it, but god damn, dude. Like when you gotta fetch your car keys and you find the cat ate him and puked him up, like that's a bad fucking night. It's like a hoarder house, they live with their grandparents, you're like, oh shit. Balls deep, classic.
I was so balls deep last night, bro. Lit. I got balls deep last night, man. Well, what kind of balls deep? Oh, you know, the deep. I got real deep.
God, it's nice to have you guys here. It's swell. It's pleasant.
Did you say it's swell?
It's swell. It's swell.
What? Where are you from? When did you start saying swell?
I don't know.
Is that like?
Nervous,
Is that
man.
not? Is that?
It's
is
like
it,
the first time someone
Did you just read a dictionary or what?
Is am I not allowed to say swell?
You can say whatever you want.
Oh, I'm doing swell.
Right. You hoity-toity motherfucker behind your desk over there.
Fuck yeah, man. This is my fucking desk. Yeah, so I'm sitting here behind a desk with goddamn fucking screen in my damn face here and projector on the wall and
Dude, I will just say I'm glad we're all
beer.
alive and somewhat stable. I think that's the biggest thing.
I
was
would definitely
talking
say
about
it's
that.
good to be alive.
I mean, we all had very different paths, and it was just there's nothing that can prepare you when you get out of high school and they're like, yeah, this is what real life is. And then you get out to barren real life and it just kicks you in the fucking mouth over and over and over again. And you're just like, wait, my parents, how am I supposed to deal with this? And then people are like, fly or die, man. Like, fly or die.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Sink or swim, man. That's
Sink
what
or
it
swim.
is.
That's how it is, dude. Dude, you know, it's...
Do you feel that even happens for people now? I sort of feel like it doesn't.
I'm just now learning how to tread water.
It's like, that's what I feel like.
I think you realize that you're in the ocean and that you don't know how to swim, I think, in your mid-20s. And I think that's why when you know, you hear out there how people in their mid-20s have a hard time. I heard about it in my teens, like, oh, bullshit, they're in their 20s, they can buy alcohol, what the fuck's the problem? They're out of high school, what's their fucking issue? You know what I mean? Oh, you know? And then mid-20s, I'm like, fuck. It's sink or motherfucking swim, dude. Like, we're fucking going here. Like, fuck, dude. Have a misstep.
We're fucking going here.
We're fucking have a miss fucking step.
So
you fucking fall on your face. That's your fucking fault.
So, like, all the way up until you're basically, like, 21, you got your PFD, you got your water wings, and then when you turn 22, some motherfucker pops your water wings and then just rips your PFD off, and you're like, oh, I have legs and arms, and I'm in the water, but I don't know how to use them.
That's great. That's
That's a good analogy,
Yeah,
dude.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
I'm giving a
ruthless.
point to Swilldabeast. Hot chick in the corner with the whiteboard. Go ahead and put tally under Swilldabeast. Thank you.
Thanks, baby.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so this is Pacific Xperience episode 4.
Damn, are you redoing the intro now?
No, these are some homeboys, but I just wanted to say that we're at 120 something downloads, and
That's not bad.
It's pretty exciting, and so we're getting out there, and I'm trying to gather from people what the fuck's going on. What the fuck's going on out
Well,
there?
what's the point of this?
What's the point of this?
I like how it sort of doesn't have a direction. Like, we don't have to focus on, like, what's
Yeah.
happening on in politics right now. We could sort of just talk about our lives and experience, and then we can just bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, I approach it with a lot of ideas of direction like that, you know, but it ends up not going that way, and I think it's better that way.
I feel it should be called the
Perhaps.
Wendell mentality.
Mentality?
I like mentacity, though, because I was thinking tenacity
Mentacity?
and
I like-
mentality.
I like PacX.
PacX is
Pacific
good
Experience.
because I
No,
think
like the
Oh.
way that you want to dictate this, I would say it's like a Wendell mentality or mentacity. It's not, I'm not trying to rename it.
I read you loud and clear. Okay. Yeah. Well, yep. Yeah.
no, I think the best thing is that on this, I mean, I'm sure there's other ones out there but generally this is all based off of experience in the PNW, what it's like to live out here, you know, and like having water wings. Man, I remember I didn't barely even know how to swim in high school, and we're taking the water test. He's like, oh yeah, fucking what's his fucking name? Swim coach was like, all right, yeah, we're gonna do our swim test, and we're gonna figure out what, you know, PE class you're gonna be in. And I'm like, what kind of test is that? Like, some high schools don't even have a pool, you know what I'm saying? Like, and now
Yeah.
we're gonna say what class you're in for PE on how well you can swim. Granted, we're surrounded by water. Like, not everyone knows how to swim.
Dude, I honestly, I would love to swim more, but up here the water is, it's not always inviting.
August
Year-round.
is the best.
August is a great.
It's like
I agree.
bath water.
Yeah, totally.
It is so
At
nice.
least in Puget Sound.
Yeah, dude, if I can swim near the shore, but I can't see the bottom of something, I don't want to swim in it. Freaks me out.
Yeah.
Me out.
You think the Kraken's gonna come out
Yeah.
and just, you know,
Well, dude,
lax you?
Planet Earth 2. I didn't realize
People.
Planet Earth 2 happened, and I've been
People.
watching all the water ones.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the ocean
dude.
is
I
a
know what you
terrifying
mean.
fucking place.
Dude, I agree with you, dude. That
We're
shit
in an
scares the
environment
fuck
we're
out of
not
me.
built for. Like, we're slow as shit. We have no defenses. Everything out there is just pure muscle and just razor sharp or just poisons. And I mean, there was a guy I was reading about, and he had a little video on, but he got attacked by squid. A bunch of squid
Oh,
were literally
that fucking
dragging him
sucks.
down and biting through his wetsuit, and their beaks are super powerful.
Yeah.
And it broke his ankle, both his wrists. It snapped his.
Holy
They
shit.
broke his femur
Where'd
in
that
half.
happen?
It's this guy was just doing. It was in a squid pot or whatever you want a massive squid is, but they literally started attacking him, and that shit scares me, dude. Same thing with fucking insects. Like insects are creepy too. They're aliens. This is a whole other breed of things I don't want to be around.
Diver, mauled, and squid attack?
Yeah, that's exactly what it
right
is.
Here?
It's not okay, man.
No, I don't want to watch this because then now I'm not going to want to go in the water.
Oh, no, we got it. We got to check it out.
Yeah,
it's some shit. It's some
I can't
shitty,
have
like,
audio up. But...
reenactment, but the audio is him talking about like what started happening.
Oh, I see.
And he basically, he talks and recounts how they started biting through his. They start biting through his wetsuit, but they start like biting his tank and his wrists and his bone. It just, not okay. And they have, a bunch of arms that are super powerful and can just do whatever they want.
Not to mention, dude, I'm pretty sure, aren't they smart as fuck? Because
octopi are smart.
Yeah.
I'd say if it's gonna be ranked, I'm pretty sure dolphins are the smartest, and that's like orc whale, and then I'm pretty sure it's like octopus and squid.
Then octopus, yeah. So
if humans were to fail,
on that?
The next life species that were to take over the planet would be dolphins.
Oh,
for sure,
dude.
100%.
I'll drink to that.
They can problem solve.
But
yeah, dude,
I agree with that.
I
think they deserve it, dude. They seem happy as fuck every time. They're one of the only creatures on the planet that fucks for pleasure.
Damn.
Well, I do that. I don't know who else does
the
it.
exception. Everybody else is strictly procreation.
I guess I am an animal, so that makes sense. Swilldabeast.
Oh shit.
Oh, I remember I was watching an episode of Jackass, and they were like,
God.
it was so funny. It was Steve-O and Chris Pontius, and they're like, did you know chimpanzees are the only known mammal besides humans to circumcise their young? They started dying.
Chris,
like, why?
Oh, fuck,
Like, why do you know that?
You said it. You said it good too. The way they do. Did you know?
I miss Jackass, man.
Yeah, whatever happened to those guys?
I miss Jackass.
I know Bam got really fat and he got really into alcohol.
Well,
and
after
drugs.
what's his name?
Brian Dunn killed
Yeah.
himself accidentally.
Yeah,
he was flying around with his car.
accidentally. Yeah.
Death by V-Dub.
Dude, ridiculous.
I hit him pretty hard.
That's crazy, dude. It's those celebrity deaths. His passing reminds me of Oh shit! Here we go.
Bring it back.
I can't remember
Just
his
bring it
name.
back.
But Fast and Furious.
Oh.
Paul Walker.
Yeah.
Paul Walker, yeah. Kind of reminds me of that. Like, I don't know. I guess to me, I don't know. When you hear about just like a fucking accident, just to me like a mishap. You know what I mean? Like a whoops. Those fucking suck. Not to get all down and negative here and talk about all the bad shit here on the podcast, the Pacific Experience. Here we go, giving you the fucking Pacific Experience with some negative shit.
Dude,
I took it that
it's
direction.
part of the rain, man.
My bad, but that's what the dude. It's seeing those things throughout life and growing up that make me like bitch out when I'm like, I'm not speed anymore on the roads or something, or like double check my seatbelt or something. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, that chills me out.
Well, yeah, man, it's pretty scary, after my
Water
accident.
wings got popped, man, and what I'm saying is you see other people's water wings get popped before yours get popped. You're like, oh shit.
Where are my water wings?
I don't have mine on.
Where's the
No
pump?
more.
You got fucked.
Yeah.
You
No
just got
more.
taken down by a squid. A boat just went over your fucking head. Mauled your fucking face. Yeah, then you see that, and then you can realize
Dude, the world has just become a more reckless and dangerous place for people that maybe don't give a fuck anymore. People just not paying attention. Think about, when I was a freshman in high school, I got my first phone, and it was a flip phone that looked like a jelly bean. But now, everybody's got smartphones. Everybody's on their phones connected all the time, and regardless of how many people get killed by somebody not paying attention, people are still on their phones driving around, and it's just sort of now been accepted of like, oh, well, like, it's a problem, and we'll pull people over, but, like, it'll never stop.
No.
And that's ridiculous. You're driving around a fucking mechanical beast that can run over 4 people while you're doing a Snapchat video and then being like, oh shit, I'm on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Like,
Everyone's guilty.
I just mowed over 5 people,
Yeah. And now we got cars that drive and park themselves.
That's why it's gonna be Teslas. Fucking shit like Tesla's gonna save us all, and they're gonna have your fucking Snapchat.
Does it save us?
Built into the fucking car.
Does it save us?
It's gonna make it better, dude. The thing is we can't change the behavior of humans being fucking dumbasses. But if we can innovate our technology to prevent our dumbasses from hurting our dumbass selves and rely on the technology, I think there's a chance we can lessen the boo-boo.
Well, that's almost kind of counterproductive, though, if you think about it.
Yes, it is.
It
very much is,
approach.
but not to everyone else if there's fucking profit involved, right?
You just gotta let things be hard and sharp. And
Natural selection.
Exactly, dude. We make things to make dumb people safer, so that they're even dumber. Where it's just like, fuck it, man. Like, we should all drive around in combines, things that chew up and eat dirt with spikes on the ends. That way, if you're not paying attention, you just die by it. Like, whenever I go to a grocery store, there's crosswalks where people are supposed to cross, and cars are pulling out. And let me tell you, everybody just walks right across the road, and they just like don't look both ways, like we were taught as a kid.
That's the basics,
dude. And it's so ridiculous. Yeah. I'm in fucking North Proctor. I'm in the fucking rich part of North Tacoma, of Tacoma, where it's old rich people, and you got old grandmas out there that just don't look both ways.
Oh, how
they're
you
in
doing,
their
Sonny?
adult diapers, exactly, and they're fucking.
You think you can go grab a packet of pens for me?
I was gonna have the retard carry out my groceries, but you know, he's too slow.
He jacked me for a 20 bill, motherfucker. Can you
But
tell
they
that
pull
young
right
man
up behind
down
like
there
you
who
soul.
borrowed my wedge pencil to give it back to me? It's been 3 weeks now. I much appreciate it.
Damn.
It's 2018 and still all old people don't have life alert.
Wall-E was great, dude. That movie where everybody's fat and in like
True that.
motorized or space office chairs eating gray glue just getting obese. That's what we're gonna become because we just don't give a shit.
I agree, man. We're heading that way. People are gonna let it happen, man.
Dude, and then you just can't help but like you see these videos on the internet of just complete fucking knobs getting waxed. And like I remember in driver's ed, they were showing us like pictures of people that, you know, got in accidents, drunk driving, or motorcycle accidents, wherever, where these people are like fucked up. Like you see, they were showing you this when you're 15 years old, about to learn how to drive, and you see people's brains on the floor. I saw this guy clean cut in half by
that shit worked on me, dude.
No,
that
but
shit scared the fuck out of me.
I couldn't look at
driver's
it and not laugh. Like I felt like an asshole. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, this is so fucked up. Like, why are you showing me this dude's brains on the floor? You know?
Yeah.
Like, I would look over to Alex, I just look at him, we're just shitting ourselves. Like, oh my god, dude, this guy got fucked up.
Yeah, that shit was
Big
fucking
time.
crazy. I don't know how else you would react to it. It worked on me, dude. That shit in driver's ed. I remember watching those fucking videos and I was like, got it. That's fucking scary.
It is scary.
Roger that. But then I would still fuck up somehow.
Oh my god.
I'm alright.
You're okay?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm good.
Is that gonna be the intro?
yeah.
Is this gonna bring us back? Glass explosions?
Yeah.
Stock footage? Holy shit,
Yeah,
Lloyd
yeah.
Smith. You are a fucking genius.
Yeah. The soundboard thing that I usually use is not working.
Oh,
God. So, but yeah. So what's going on? What's going on, guys?
I got from the Jules the intro that started that album where he's like, I'm about to bang this bitch the fuck out. I just had that stuck in my head for some reason.
If I had a rock, I'd bust your head, bitch. Hey, mammy. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Oh, God.
You see that shit on Transformers?
No.
Oh, dude, fucking Bernie Mac, he's a cut. He's at the car dealership.
Transformers, Bernie Mac saying that shit. That's Bernie Mac.
Yeah, he's
Fuck,
like,
yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
hey, mammy. And she gives him the finger, and he's like, man, if I had a rock, I'd bust your head, bitch. So
yeah,
funny.
dude.
Bernie Mac's a fucking pimp. Bernie Mac.
R.I.P.
was a fucking
Yeah,
pimp.
rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
I hope in some sexy motherfucking Cadillac, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sad
yeah.
when
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
fucking Samuel L. Jackson passes, it's gonna be a sad day.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. 'Cause
Motherfucker.
you know it's gonna be him and Morgan Freeman probably at the same time.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh,
Big,
that'd be
dude.
bad. The whole world would wear.
Who's gonna narrate,
Dark colors.
March of the Penguins or Planet Earth?
When they do a second one, they're just gonna CGI his voice and just have it all computerized.
Yeah, it's all altered. Man, dude, I think about that with a whole ton of celebrities. Definitely that I look
Honestly,
up to.
dude, Samuel, he's in there.
Maybe
Especially
Jim
with Quentin
Carrey, man.
Tarantino, all the roles when he was in those films was just so fucking good.
Yeah.
I'm the one that says bad motherfucker. Tim Ross looking in there as a wallet says bad motherfucker. It's like you look, you caught me on a good day. He's like sitting there like time I just contemplating life. It's like usually that's some cold ass shit I say to a motherfucker right before I kill him. I was like 16 watching this. I was dying. I was like, Mace Windu is hood as shit right now. Little did I know.
Dude, these celebrities and actors, they're heroes. They're heroes to us.
It's all changed. It's not even sounding old, but this is what old people sound like now when they look at the people they grew up with. Everything moves so fast, dude.
Yeah, it does. Too fast to grasp and adapt.
I mean, you were talking about Jackass. Jackass was pretty popular for when we were in like middle school and high school, and then like what was it, halfway through high school, Jersey Shore started.
Yeah.
But that was like what some younger kids grew up on, so that's like they're like that's what people did. Whereas we were like, dude,
that's fake
skate
news.
rinks.
We're like, yeah, no,
Dude,
man.
when Kyle
Fucking
Dover
having your
tried to
dick
do-
bitten by a fucking snake is fucking sick, dude. No, dude.
He's getting
That's
fucking
what's
whacked
fucking
in
cool.
the dick for fun, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And now you got.
Dude, that inspired me and my friends, man. We went and did this thing we called Stupid Stunts. I actually still have it filmed. We called it...
I bet he was like Tyler Johnson was there. Tyler Johnson, I can imagine you, Alex Hayden, fucking Shelby Bible.
Yeah, you're gonna kill it.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
You know you're about to predict the hell out of that shit. What the fuck we fucking did, dude? We called it, dude. I was dude,
Simpson.
dude. The guy who made it who I fucking died over, who was so funny, was Jake Pfeiffer. Actually, he was in it so much, dude. You know Pfeiffer, right?
Dude, I seen him the other night at Blazing Onion, and I told him he had to have a Mac off.
Oh, what the fuck's that?
A Mac off?
Yeah.
So him and his coworker were like,
Fuck,
oh
what are you
no,
jerking
dude.
off together?
We make
Fuck
the best
that.
macaroni and cheese. I was like, alright, have a Mac off. I'm only paying for one plate. I'll pay for the plate that tastes the best. And so they did. They had a Mac off. And so I got 2 fat plates of macaroni and cheese, and I only had to pay for one. It was dope.
Fuck yeah,
Who
dude.
won?
Unfortunately, it was not Pfeiffer.
It was not Pfeiffer.
It was not Pfeiffer.
Oh.
I wish he would have won, but this other guy's Mac was just on point.
God damn, dude.
That's inspiring.
I told him, I was like, man, I don't fuck around with my mac and cheese, man. Yeah, take that shit seriously.
Yeah. Dude, I'm fucking sick of mac and cheese, dude.
What?
Yeah.
That is fake news.
That's not fake news,
That
dude.
is fake fucking news.
Dude, when my mom used to
Straight
drop me off,
fucking fake ass shit.
when I got dropped off to be babysat, dude, my mom would drop off with me with food and shit, and the fucking babysitter would take the food, hold the hold the goodies hostage, and just fucking feed me mac and cheese, just a fuck ton of macaroni and cheese,
Oh, dude.
over and over and over again.
That's comfort food.
That's
to me.
real-
No, that's
real
some
shit.
crap
That was out in
shit. You got,
Puyallup, man.
we're talking about the stuff that's like
The gourmet shit. I'm not
Noodles,
talking about crap. I'm talking
cheese
about, like,
is slightly
mayonnaise.
crunchy on top, and
It's
there's
been
like
a while.
garlic
With, like,
breadcrumbs or whatever.
breadcrumbs and salmon and shit.
exactly.
I do have
dude.
some bizarre news though. Today was the day that I, for my first time ever, had a McDonald's burger.
Oh Jesus.
That's not including the chicken burger. I've had their chicken burgers. I've had their fish sandwich.
What are you
I've
talking
never
about?
had a beef patty from McDonald's.
Fake
In
news.
my 26 years of living, I've never.
Well, you worked at
eaten-
Burger King for so long. I feel
I
like
had
they would
those.
assassinate
I've
you.
had those. I've never had a beef patty from McDonald's.
Sometimes
It's
I feel
true.
like you're a Burger King guy.
I fucking love BK.
The BK Lounge?
I fucking love Burger
The
King. McDonald's has it down with the
my
fries.
God.
They had it with the snack wraps. They had, they got it with the chicken nuggets. But today,
The nugs.
I even
Cook.
have witnesses. I went and I got this like barbecue bacon thing. I ate it. I ate the whole thing. It was pretty good.
You're
Pretty
huge.
good. It's my first McDonald's patty. It was alright. It was alright.
Dude, Chick-fil-A's all the rage. That's what I hear.
I can't eat. Last time I ate McDicks, I had straight mud butt for like 3 days.
Did you just call that mud butt?
Yeah, it's serious. It's true.
100% stingring mud butt, dude. Never again. I haven't had
bad.
McDicks in like probably 4 or 5 years.
It's worse than poor
Really?
street tacos with a really hot just habanero sauce piled on it. It's gnarly.
Dude, that I ate Taco Bell like for like 5 days straight.
Oh, dude, I ate Taco Bell for like 3 years straight.
Dude, I was stressed at work. I was pissed off, and just this
Look
is
at
just
my body.
recently. Dude, 5 days in a row, I was just Taco Bell and Taco Bell, Taco Bell.
I
Dude,
love Taco Bell.
That was bad, dude. I had diarrhea.
I
for
never
like
realized
6
this was a
days.
thing, but people
I only ate Taco Bell
always-
for 5 days. I had diarrhea for 6 days.
People always talk about. I didn't realize that Taco Time is specifically like Washington, or apparently it's only here in the Northwest, whereas
Really?
Taco Bell, yeah, it's an argument. It's a legit argument.
That's
I've
an
heard
argument.
multiple drunk conversations at the Parkway Tavern about, do you like Taco Time or Taco Bell, and why you're a shitty human being if you like Taco Bell.
No, dude, Taco Bell's a cut.
Dude, Taco Bell.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you kidding me? Taco Bell's amazing. I'm about to drive there right now and go get some.
But we live in a state that is very soft, where everybody gets
We
offended by
fucking
everybody
do.
do. Like,
It's 2018.
It's all about being a victim now, man.
I'm
There's
sitting
a
there
big
holding a
victim
door
thing
open
going on.
for anybody. You don't have to be a man, woman. You could be a man wanting to be a woman that, likes doggy penis. I don't care. But people will come up to you and let you know.
Is that what you like, Austin? Good one.
Well, government agencies, don't look at my private browsing, please. You have the power to. Please don't.
That incognito browser, dude.
I know it's got those weird little monocles that says I'm safe, but I know I'm really not. It's all going on some server somewhere in Langley. But no, seriously, like you hold the door open. This happens way too often. Or you don't need to do that for me. And they're like, oh, that's cute. You're being sexist. And it's like, no, I grew up basically in a cult religion. Like, this is called being polite, but let me tell you something. If you wanted me to be sexist, like, I could totally revert back and be a polygamist. Like, I could have 8 different wives and keep you in a barn. Like, that would, like, this, what do you
It puts
want?
the lotion on the skin.
Exactly. I'd have a bunch of little dogs with chicken tenders around their necks. That's how they feed them. They each get one chicken tender. Yeah, dude, we live in a really soft state, for sure. Washington State.
Yeah, it's
everybody's
fucking
passive
soft as fuck,
aggressive.
dude.
Everybody has soft skin, and people can't take criticism, or even when you're having a debate, they can't sit there and talk to you about it. They get offended, and then they just want to get emotional and passionate and like argue.
They do what it is they're accusing other people of doing.
Yeah.
They do that.
They're hypocrites.
By
Hippies.
calling you that. Yeah. As plain as that. A fucking hypocrite.
Fucking hippies, man.
Dude, it's 2018. If you don't SD, you're freaking racist. You know what I'm saying?
SD?
If you don't suck dick,
Nope.
you're
Yeah.
you're a racist. That's basically what it's gotten down to.
I was thinking stand down. If you don't stand down.
What do you,
I don't get it.
you don't, okay, so what I'm saying is, the way, like Austin was saying, people are so sensitive.
Yeah.
If you don't suck dick, you're a racist. Like, oh, you don't do that. What's wrong with you? You know, blah 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 blah. You don't get what I'm saying.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. I was thinking too hard on it. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Become now if you're not open.
Yeah, because if you don't,
to everything, if you don't believe in or are open to everything, you're just old. Like you're just Southern.
Well, that's just what they
You're
do.
closed-minded.
Oh yeah.
Dude, they've made it to where it's anyone who disagrees or is against their agenda. This new side of being victimized in America, this whole side, and honestly, I think their elite leaders is like Hillary and all them, dude. It's this whole being a victim thing, and that's we're using that to control everything by. It's not going to get anywhere, man. It's not. It's there. But the problem is that we are going to feel like we're winning up here in this battle with our current social media, with what we see, what's going on, with what we hear in the scuttlebutt. But the problem is they're targeting the youth. They're trying to get the youth, these next generations coming up, to go to go towards their agenda. And their agenda is bullshit because it's not for the better well-being of that generation. It's for whatever it is they're trying to fucking accomplish, which this whatever oligarch fucking whatever agenda they're trying to push. I don't fucking know what they're trying to accomplish. But all I do know is that it is not for whatever it is that they're going to control, that they're targeting.
Yeah, dude.
It's ridiculous, dude. The shit
Well,
that's
it's
on
definitely
TV,
young.
the shit I see coming back from school with my kids coming back from school and shit, like it's absolutely ridiculous. The mindset that they're putting them in, and the mindset that they're putting them in is to not think independently, to stand the fuck down, to not challenge your brain, to become a robot, to not think individually, to not think independently, to not challenge anything, and to believe that anything on a screen is authority. And to me, when they go in, when that's, I mean, if you're listening to this, I would hope and think that you would agree with me that that's just fucking bullshit. That there's something not right with that.
Real quick, super off topic. I was just looking at your wall. Is that a picture of Middle Earth?
No, I wish it was.
Dude, I thought that was like Mordor.
That'd be sick. That's Mordor. No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking louser.
Alright, but no, anyway, no, you're absolutely right, man. It's just, that's why I don't even watch the news. I don't even watch TV, the news.
Oh, fuck no.
I've talked about
even
your
media on
local
PacX
channels, ABC, Fox News, CNN. It's all fake news. It's all fake news.
Yeah.
It's not just CNN.
No, it's not just. It's everything.
It's
all
all
of
your
it.
news.
All of it.
If you want news, you have to go research it yourself.
Research it yourself.
Gotta
And
get
what
this
you're
listen
researching,
thick,
to-
man.
80% of what you're fucking researching is probably bullshit too.
Gotta get deep in that brush. I mean, like, fucking in the jungle, dude. You gotta get in there and taste those grubs. You gotta get in there and just rip your clothes off. Feel the sweat
Chris
on your
McCann,
balls.
listen, man.
Yeah,
Go get some nightshade and see how it
Exactly,
is.
dude.
Respect the sand.
and every episode of Respect the Sound.
That's a cut.
Gotta watch some
Great
Sopranos.
fucking TV show.
Dude, The Sopranos is fucking money. You watch The Sopranos?
No.
HBO? Or Westworld? No?
No.
Game of Thrones?
Dude,
I don't watch
Westworld
Game of
is
Thrones.
fucking great.
I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Fucking great.
Yeah.
And it was Westworld was actually a movie, and it's nice because I like that HBO did that movie adaptation, and a TV show series is much more in depth, and it's
What
just
movie
trippy.
is it?
And I'm pretty sure it was called Westworld. It was very similar. It's like where people are able to go and experience like older timelines, but then there is this like underlying theme that's supposed to teach you. Have you ever seen Westworld?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so not
Oh, dude,
spoil.
you gotta watch. I can give you my HBO logins, dude.
Yeah,
It's
it's
legit.
intense.
Yeah. Okay.
It's intense.
I'm
the,
down to
the
watch
basic
it.
premise is that
So.
I would say rich people, they pay money to go to this place that takes them into this virtual reality that is the Wild Wild West, and they can do whatever they want, but it's basically
Like
being...
some Animus Assassin's Creed
yeah,
shit.
and you can basically be in like a storyline. Like, people will
Yeah.
come up to you and be like, hey, can you help me with this gold hunt? And if you say, yeah, I can, you're on a new storyline. Or you can choose to kill everybody, or you can choose to help the damsel in distress.
So it's like playing a video game.
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Except
pretty
it's
intense.
real.
It's fucking intense.
Okay.
And the second
Count
season
me
started like about a month ago or whatnot.
Yeah.
Or it started recently.
This Sunday will be episode 4.
Oh,
of
okay.
the
So
new
it
season.
actually, damn.
in. Oh yeah, I'd like to catch up. For sure.
Dude.
Hour-long episodes. I think last season was like 12 episodes.
You gotta watch episode 1, or I mean the season 1,
It
because the
starts
way it
off kind of
ends.
slow, but that's every HBO show. It starts off
Yeah,
slow, but
it
after you get
builds.
through the first season, you're like,
True
oh,
that. True that.
And
This
you'll
is
want to
money.
know because there's some shit at the end of the season 1 that for season 2 you just hope they fucking use it because they're going to. It's gonna
Yeah.
be fucking great.
Have you guys watched Peaky Blinders?
Yes, dude.
I fucking love that shit. I can't get enough of it, man. I fucking count the days down till that shit comes out. I fucking love that shit, dude. Fucking Tommy, fucking Shelby's a fucking boss.
I
It's a
remember
good
watching
show.
Peaky Blinders, and then it was connected to it. It's called the Black Donnellys, and
Yeah.
it's basically based on the mob families in New York City in the East Coast. But
They
was
come
one
over to the Peaky Blinders in episode 4, the most recent season.
Okay.
The last season that's their main enemy is the mob from the East Coast of the U.S.
But the reason I got started watching it is because Olivia Wilde is one of her first like TV shows she ever did. And Olivia Wilde is gorgeous.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's all based on that. And like 4 episodes in, this
Her
kid,
last name is Wilde?
Olivia Wilde, yeah. Chick is fucking hot. And I'm pretty fucking
Ooh, daggone.
pretty sure there's a couple movies she's done where she's had
I'd send those.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
But she was in this as just like a bartender, and the Donnelly brothers were in charge of this bar. And what's funny is this kid Tommy Donnelly, he looked like my brother Tanner when he was in middle school. He had like curly black hair, same facial structure, and there's a scene where he's going to meet this mob boss and he's got a paperboy cap on.
Yeah.
And they're like checking him for weapons, but he hid a razor blade in his paperboy cap underneath the bill, which is what they do all the time.
Yeah.
And he kills like this mob boss and beats all these people fucking up because they were trying to extort his family and his bar. And and the Black Donnellys only went on for like 2 seasons, but I thought it was pretty good. But I watched it.
I'll watch it, yeah.
I watched it like 2011, like freshman year of college, when I was like been watching Skins, like the UK version of Skins, which is fucking great.
Yeah, okay.
Not the US version. That was dog shit. But god damn.
I'll check that out, dude. I love that theme. I love the 1800s industrial fucking revolution.
Who is it? Tom Hardy and Shia LaBeouf. They did that Prohibition movie. Oh god damn! Lawless.
Yeah.
Lawless, dude. Tom Hardy's a great actor, by the way.
Yeah.
That dude is awesome. He was in The
He's
Fighter.
Venom.
Venom, yeah, he's gonna be the new Marvel. He was in.
That's gonna be good.
My favorites are Fighter, where he's like he was like a Marine that went AWOL because his fucking unit or whatnot got attacked and blown up, and he basically got deserted, but so he made it somehow back to the States without actually leaving the military. And then his brother is a teacher, and they're both into UFC, and so they were fighting. And basically what happens is Tom Hardy's story is he's fighting and going into this UFC tournament, and then they find out that he's an AWOL soldier, so they say, if you win, we'll forgive you being AWOL, but if you lose, you're going to military court. And then his brother is a teacher who's fighting to like win money for his school. But it's like one of the best fight scenes. Tom Hardy's starting fight scene in Fighter just beats the shit out of this dude. And this is when he's like, this is right before he's about to do Bane, so he's like shredded, ripped, has traps, like. But then his other movie, he did Lawless about Prohibition, which he was fucking great in. And then he did Legend. And Legend is about 2 gangster twins in the UK. And he plays both of them. And
yes, that's a good one too.
And one of them is normal. The other one is gay and is a schizophrenic and bipolar, and he's violent. One of the best scenes is they have to meet this other crime family, and this is like 40s, 50s, 60s, like in the UK.
Yeah.
And it's based on a true story too. But so they go into this bar to meet this other family running a neighborhood, and this family is basically like all their thugs are trying to shake them down. And Tom Hardy's like gay schizophrenic brother comes in, and he's like sitting there like this.
Yeah.
And they're talking. He's like, I came here for a fucking shootout, like a western. And he's like all angry that nobody has guns, so he just storms out. And so then they have the jump on his other brother, so they're just like, so what you think about that? And he's like, I'm gonna tell you a joke. It's like, a schizophrenic man walks in a bar with 2 hammers, and his gay brother comes back in with gloves on and 2 hammers and just starts bashing people in the brain. Just like goes crazy. But he does a really good job in that movie. And yeah, dude.
Sold me, dude.
It's fucking great. He did Bronson. That was like one of his first movies too. Is he played Charles Bronson?
Was scary.
Yeah, dude, and he acted like a nut.
Dude, Tom Hardy's badass.
I feel like you gotta get a little fucked up because that's a fucking hard job.
And
being an actor and fucking playing some of these.
His story was wild. He was into like drugs. He was like into coke or heroin or something, but
Yeah.
before he started acting, like he was pretty much on the brink, and it's in his bio, like how basically it was his family and his mom that really pushed him to get clean and still pursue acting, and he got these fucking gigs, and just here he is now. Fucking what a beast, dude.
Have you guys watched that shit about Andy Kaufman and Jim Carrey?
Oh, I love Jim Carrey.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
I've not seen what you're talking about. But
Oh, Austin Davis, my brother, dude, you gotta watch that. Life changing.
He did.
It's Jim Carrey. It's Jim Carrey becoming a guy who's dead. Like he has to play. There's a documentary about Jim Carrey who has to play the role of someone who he admired and looked up to very much as a comedian who had passed away.
Robin Williams?
No, Andy Kaufman.
Oh.
That comedian, Andy Kaufman. And who was a comedic genius. Very, very, very smart. Fooled a lot of people. Thought way ahead. And Jim Carrey tells this story. And he says how he when he finds out he gets the role, he's sitting at the beach, having a fucking spiritual moment, and he's thinking, what would Andy do? What would Andy be right now? How would Andy act? He's trying to become a character. He's doing his job, being a professional actor. Jim Carrey says that he then feels someone tap him on the shoulder. He turns around and he sees that it's Andy Kaufman. And Andy Kaufman says, go sit down, I'll make my movie. And after that, he wouldn't be able to control it. Andy Kaufman would come out of him. Jim Carrey would turn into Andy Kaufman. And friends and family who knew Andy and who didn't really know Jim, who came to the set and everything, were like, yeah, that's fucking Andy Kaufman.
Damn.
And there's footage. They were filming this too, because while they're making the movie, they're like, we're filming offset too. It's more intriguing what's going on offset than actually in the damn movie. Because when they cut, he's still Andy Kaufman walking around. Like, it's fucking crazy. And so he talked to his, I believe, daughter or son, Andy Kaufman's child, alone in the trailer. Jim Carrey was in there being Andy Kaufman, and the child came. The child had never met Andy Kaufman. Andy Kaufman had passed away. Supposedly, I think. I might be wrong on that. At least one of the kids who didn't get to meet Andy Kaufman, their dad, and went in the trailer and talked with Jim Carrey in this trailer for like 3 hours, and then came out. So, either Jim Carrey's damn good at bullshitting being Andy Kaufman, it just, that says what it is in itself.
No, dude,
it's very interesting just because Jim Carrey and him doing what he's doing.
He's definitely one of those people, especially for being a celebrity and doing what he's done. He's very in tune, whether with his soul, with the universe.
Absolutely. With I like how you say not just the soul, but the universe. I agree to that.
Dude, he's 100%. He's very open-minded. He's done speeches, and especially for like colleges, but like you listen to a lot of his speeches, and it's just like, dude, this is somebody that really talks about like getting to not only know yourself, but that is a success. Like whatever you find that makes you happy and passionate, not only is that easy to feed, it's gonna make you successful.
Yeah.
Something that you can work on in mastercraft and things like that. Dude, that dude's a fucking... And his character, Ace Ventura, is voted one of the most annoying movie characters throughout movie history. It's like Ace Ventura.
Awesome. That's fucking
it's
awesome.
Mr. Bean.
I fucking love Ace Ventura.
Oh, I love Mr. Bean.
Yeah, dude. It's Pee Wee Herman's up there, but and I would say he represents it too. Like, there's something definitely to be said about psychedelics. People doing psychedelics and understanding themselves, or humbling themselves to see what the world actually is. Because there's a picture, and it was a while ago. I was in high school, but he was with his wife on the beach, and he was wearing the same exact swimsuit she was wearing, and she was pregnant. And he is in this like very like sexually promiscuous. It's like this black uni Speedo, and he's slightly chubby, and it's like cut out for the boobs, and dude, he's wearing it also, walking next to his wife, and it's just, to me it makes me laugh, but that's how he is. Like,
yeah,
he's very much that. I honestly think, it's vague to say, but the right people should do psychedelics. And there's people that should never do psychedelics, and there's some of those people do, and then they get really afraid. I think it's the same thing with religion,
Yeah.
I think religion is a great mind controlling thing. I think there's really good points to religion. I think religion offers really good values. There's a very honest basis to religion, but I think a good part of it, and especially because I grew up in a very constrictive religion, is that people are afraid of their free will. People don't know how to balance out drinking, sex, doing drugs, doing these different things. They don't know how to do those appropriately or in time, and they're afraid of the excess that they might do them to. So rather than being allowed some free will to be a master of yourself and to control it, it's just no. And it's reinforced by, if you do
it's
that...
It's a defense mechanism, man. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't even say it's a defense mechanism, because it's just meant to make you frightened. It's to make you fearful of fucking anything that you can do
that you're not comfortable with.
And maybe it's from my own bipartisan experience from the church, but like the easiest thing for me to look at is sex.
Oh, the
sex
church. I thought we were talking about drugs.
Well, it encompasses everything. Everything, dude. Everything. Anything that's a barbiturate. I mean, you could anything that brings fucking dopamine through your brain. Caffeine brings dopamine to the brain.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know, Austin. You and I have had experiences in and out of the church, right? And we both stand where we stand now, you know, which is our own views, but without even considering those views or anything. It's, you know, like what I talked about with Swilldabeast here. I don't know, what experience for you, man, or when was it? When was the tipping point? Or tell us something, man, that changed your life for the better in a spiritual way. Your own story of discovery. You know, the psychedelic, drug related or not related, you know?
Well, I'll think that there are, and it has to be psychedelic. I mean, whether you want to talk about peyote, ayahuasca, DMT, dimethyltryptamine, a lot of these things not only are derived from natural things here on this earth. I mean, dimethyltryptamine you can take from libark. It's stuff that is naturally here, and it's
in our fucking brains. It's what it is when we're dreaming. When we're dreaming, we're going we're tripping.
And some speculate, and I'm pretty sure, but a lot of people speculate it happens when you die.
Yeah.
That you release a huge amount of it.
Yeah. I believe that.
But
and a minute on DMT is like a fucking week.
It's a whole nother. So I will say I grew up Mormon. I didn't drink or smoke at all through high school. When I did Guys and Dolls, my junior year
which is a play for
at Gig Harbor High School. It's a play, based on gambling and shooting crap and all that. I played a guy called Brandy Bottle Bates, and Zetterstrom asked me to act drunk in one scene, and all I knew was from cartoons, from like Mickey Mouse cartoons where people are stumbling and tripping over themselves. So I'm sitting there like over exaggerating what it is to be drunk, and she's like, you've never been drunk before? And I was like, no.
This is a problem.
She's like, I've never had a student that has.
So when I moved to Oregon and I lived with, you know, my roommates who were very hippie, and my first job was working next door with my weed grower, because he said, hey, you want to make $20 an hour? I was like, sure. He's like, cool, you got to sign this form. And I got my medical marijuana card, started working with him. But that was my first introduction to anything. Beer, alcohol, marijuana. But so I moved back home, and I happened upon a kind traveling wizard, especially for people that go to festivals, that spin poi, that basically live to be in that environment. Yeah. This guy said, hey, do you want to buy some DMT? I had no clue what DMT was. I had done 2 hits of acid before, and I had done mushrooms before. I had never done anything as powerful as DMT. So I was like, yeah, dude, that sounds great. And he's like, cool. He's like, give me $20 and I'm going to get you 55 micrograms. And I had no clue how big of a dose that was. I had no clue what it looked like. It literally looked like powdered cocaine. It was white. It was very granule. And he's like, here's what you want to do. If you don't have a DMT bubbler, which there are, because typically DMT comes in flakes or it comes in powder, so you need something that is glass, but you can heat it up sort of like an e-nail, so you can vaporize all of it. But he's like, if you don't have that, you can put weed in a bubbler and then put your DMT on top and then smoke that. Yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. And he's like, when you do this, I'm gonna let you know it's gonna be intense. And I was like, oh yeah, no man, I've done mushrooms before. And he just laughed at me. He just laughed. He was like, oh buddy,
It's not even the same.
and he like when he handed it to me, like grabbed both my hands like a nun does, and he's like, bless you on your trip.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there,
man.
and I'm living with 4 guys, and this is down near Alex Bowman's old house, Forest Lane. It's like right near Gig Harbor High School.
Okay.
I lived on half an acre. But so I'm sitting there and I'm stoked to do this. Load my bubbler up with weed. I put the DMT on top, and I have a Himalayan salt lamp. It is a huge salt lamp. I bought it off Groupon for $15, and it was like, may come in 5-pound size to 35-pound size. I got the 35-pound Himalayan salt lamp. It's bigger than a football. It's fucking mammoth. But what's great about it is they radiate positive energy. It's a dehumidifier, but there's a bunch of healing aspects to a Himalayan salt lamp. So me being 22 and like, yeah, I'm starting this hippie life. I'm spinning poi. Like, this would be a great thing to have for me next to me when I'm smoking DMT. And so I'm sitting there with my guitar because I'm thinking that, oh, this won't be too intense. I'll be able to play some music and like really delve. But so I'm sitting there, and I've got music playing in my headphones that I wanted to smoke as I'm listening to this, or listen as I'm smoking to it. And I'm like, okay, now's the part. And I start roasting this fat bowl. And dude, this shit vaporized so quick. Like, I lit it on fire and it was like, whew.
Yeah.
So I sit there and I hold it in.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for the chorus. And the chorus comes and I blow this cloud of DMT and weed smoke out. And it comes out like smoke.
Yep.
And it hits like a fucking rocket up the ass. Like, this cloud of smoke turned into a straight line and sucked into my salt lamp. I watched with my eyes and just go, and then I take off my headphones and I could still hear the song playing, and my salt lamp starts growing across the floor. And it's Himalayan salt is, fucking orange crystal fractals, and this thing is growing across my living room floor, and my body is just vibrating. It's going hot, cold. I'm like sweating and laughing, and the absolute best part is I'm sitting there and my brain just goes, just be. And it was like my ego, everything was just like let go, and I was just like, Poo! I just took off.
That's a great story, man.
I'm fucking sitting there, and I just have the fucking gnarliest trip for 30 minutes, and it basically ends up with me in my shower. And I'm sitting there holding my shampoo bottles, and it was like the really shitty Kirkland Suave shampoo. And it's like neon blue and neon orange, but it looked like amoebas, like some sort of sea sponge. And I'm sitting there in the shower with hot water, and it was the weirdest thing, but there was a question that like popped into my head, and it was like God said, it was like, do you believe in God? And it was so weird because I was sitting there looking like this, like super intense. I felt like I had to puke, and I puked, and I basically dry heaved, but I said no. And it was this weird feeling of something breaking my brain, and then it felt like something was pushing on top of my head, and my trip was done like that. Like, wow, I was in the shower naked, just looking at my shampoo bottles, and I was like, holy shit. And this is not to say that I don't believe in God. I just think that how I grew up in that Mormon construct, which really shaped a lot of my perception, it broke that. And now I could just believe and think and not feel guilty. And it was so insane, incredible, and it was, oh my God, dude. It's the right people, but I want to be a hippie and say like everybody should try a DMT.
But
it's soul
not
searching.
everyone should, but everyone should. What? Experiment, but...
Well, they should. I think to some extent. I'm not saying you have to smoke 55 grams.
Right, but have that self-humble realization
in
in life at some point.
Yeah.
Through something, somehow.
There's a key to that. I mean, being humbled for your own personal self opens up things to you, as opposed to you just being overly confident and arrogant in things. Like, yeah, dude, there's no way that I was able to even control any of that. That soul trip was like, cool, like, whatever you thought right now, it doesn't matter. Like, we're going on a ride, and you're barely hanging on, motherfucker. And
that's
like,
right.
you better just accept it, or
fucking
Or
insignificant
you're gonna be
you are.
deep shit.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And that's what's crazy is like you either accept it or you sit there and you just freak out.
Or you try to fight it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing is when people get way too high, they want to come back to normality. And they're
And so
trying,
they're trying
to
to
create
fight
that
it.
comfortable construct of like, oh no, I don't like this. And it's like, well, you took this. And if you're able to be pragmatic and go, well, I took a drug.
Go
It's
along
going to
with it.
end off. It's like it's going to end at a certain point. So I just need to write it out.
That was the
Or-
same for me with mushrooms. Like, I didn't try to fight it. I was like, you know what? I was dead ass sober, and I agreed to do this. So if I can decide to do this when I'm sober, and now these are the effects that it's giving to me, I accept these effects.
Yeah.
And so I'm just gonna roll with it.
Totally,
Yeah.
dude. You said that. You hit that on the nail on the head or whatever. Hammer on the nail.
Hammer on the nail.
Nail on the hammer. Hammer on the head nail.
Have a bit of whiskey, have we?
Just a little bit.
Yeah. People should. People really should.
Drink to that, motherfuckers who are listening. Don't be a bitch. Fucking take a chug. Drink to that shit.
We're
Fucking
not
thanks for
telling you
sharing.
or endorsing anything. We're just
No,
saying in
hell
our
no.
experiences, we find it to be healthy.
I will say, any experience that you do find yourself upon, everyone has a different story, but for me, I'll say that I've been led to my experiences through my friends. My trusted friends from the beginning, and trusted friends still today are the ones who have led me through these experiences, because I've learned through my friends' mistakes.
Trust your friends, but
Trust
more
your
than
friends.
anything, trust your gut.
Damn
Amen.
right, trust your gut. If your
Trust
gut says
your
no,
gut.
fucking
Amen.
don't fucking do it. If your gut says do it, fucking do it. And we're
If your
finishing
gut
off
tells
those
you yes,
motherfucking
it's
beers.
probably a good choice. If your gut tells you no, probably not.
Amen.
Yeah. That ends that on our final wrap. PacX Pacific Experience episode motherfucking 4. Episode 4. Tune into pacificexperience.podbean.com. Follow us on YouTube. Email me pacificexperience@gmail.com. Tell me what the fuck you think.
Give us your input.
Give me your
What are we
input,
doing
your
right?
thumbs up,
What are we
your
doing
thumbs
wrong?
down, your dislikes, your likes. I don't give a damn. Tell me. Talk some shit. Give me some ideas. Hey, I'm recruiting too. I'm recruiting a team, building a team. For the most part, we just have a good time. So please definitely contact us. And we're tuning out. Listen up for next week, episode 5. Got some really, really, really good shit coming. Some really good bros, some really good brews, really good times. We're out.
Fuck yeah.
Shookadee.
Yeah, I like this.